Board games. I might be playing today. Coraquest, and it's not a game I made. It's a game by Cora and Dan, who are two people that you one can. Two people that you can know if you watch one of my previous shows. Dan and Cora, I introduced to ya, and I met them myself digitally on a previous stream. I can't, I guess, search the YouTube thingy. Coraquest, it's what I'm playing today. Coraquest, and I'm not going to shout. Oh my gosh, that improvisation was terrible, but that's what it's all about. Just doing something. Sometimes, for all its flaws, it's a delight. It brings joy, and that's what it's all about. I am Bez. It is admittedly almost 10 minutes later than I usually start, but it is still 10 a.m. ish UK time. Time for Betty Beats and Board Game Bladder. Today, hopefully, my tech will stay up and we won't have any problems like we did the last time that I tried to do stuff with. Yeah, last time that I had to use the mobile phone, I ended up having to put my laptop into the shop, and my mobile phone also started not working. But hopefully today I'll get this arranged. I'll get the overhead camera arranged. We'll start playing Coraquest. I will learn it and we'll go through it together. I have opened it. I've spent just a couple of minutes looking, but I've not really read much of these rules. So we will go through together and enjoy it. First of all, I would really like to talk about some recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights. Recent highlights. Hello, Timmy. Thank you for joining me. I mean, it's a delight to have you here. And what are some of your recent highlights? Let me know. I've got a couple of things that I'd like to share. Oh, hello, CD. It is lovely. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And yes, that is a thing. I'm aware that other board game channels exist, but thank you for popping in. And so, yeah, firstly, what have you been up to? What have you been doing this evening or night or whatever you're up to? CD just finished streaming. And how did that go? How was your stream? And yeah, nice. I hope that you're enjoying being part of that. Yeah, I've got but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish that I got told I wasn't suitable or whatever. But let me go to stuff yesterday. Yesterday was playtesting as always. Ellie Dix is making so many cool things that I forgot to take pictures of anyone else's stuff. This is a speed, dexterity game where you're sensing things and you're feeling for different textures. I'd love to give it a go. I wasn't part of that. This was a game about matching things and walking around the tables to make it so that where you place cards doesn't really matter, because if you're just sitting down in a seat, then where you place cards might mean that you're benefiting someone else or hurting someone else. But so they started just wandering around the tables, as you can see, and that seemed to be a lot of fun. I played this game, which is about laying semi-transparent, partially transparent, partially opaque cards on top of other things, and you've got fish and whatever, and all sorts of loveliness and consideration of how to put these things together. I love the concept. It feels like it still needs a lot more work. And I also played Not Pictured. I also played a game by David Brain about it's it, I don't want to call it a dice game because you're literally never rolling the dice. You are putting dice onto things and then counting up down the dice, and it's like just using the dice as individual trackers that go from 1 to 6. We played 3 different Hell deck games. We played Cruciverbal, which is like a super meaty game, which is like an hour long for people who like crosswords and potentially making crosswords clues, which is, wow, really niche audience. Then we also played a game which is about memory and storytelling. We played another game which is about matching things. So Timmy says, was working earlier, just trying to get movement gizmo working, but it's a lot more math than I thought. I believe in you. You can do it. And like, honestly, I'm just impressed by any programmers who are doing anything. So, you have a right to be proud of yourself and keep up the great work to me. Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you're generally well. Who says good morning, and good morning to you. I assume you're in the UK. And hello to Faranak from across the world. I'm excited to have you join me and get to know you a bit more tomorrow. Faranak will be joining us, and a teacher from Bangkok. And yeah, is there a typo on the description? Designed by Cora. What did I write? Designed by Kara. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That's very embarrassing. I might not be able to change that, and yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh. This is what happens in future. I should set up these streams further ahead. This is my unprofessionalism. CD, I'm glad that you enjoyed things, and cartographers. And yeah, if you want to check it out, that's from Elliedix, Elliedix. Another, what's the word I was going to use? Another designer. Yes, that's the word. That's what we do. Making games, designing games. Other recent highlights. If it would be really weird if I didn't mention my Kickstarter. It's now at so CD says, am I a mod? If you want to make me a mod, I'm happy to do that in future. Thank you very much for the offer. Yeah, I don't have enough mods, so if I've got space, I've got CD and Alex, but they're not always in here these days. So yeah, I will add you in after this. But I was also thinking the Twitter thing already went out, and there's no way for me to change that after the fact. And the YouTube one's the one that I can easily change. But yeah, anyway, other recent highlights. I've been absolutely gobsmacked by this Kickstarter, and let me copy paste that and pop it into the chat. So this is my game about selecting 7 cards, speedily searching for synergies. That's what you do in this game. You look through some cards, and that's a bit small. Let me yeah, I probably should have put these pictures a wee bit bigger. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? But yeah, you've got a bunch of cards, you've got a bunch of items, you've got a bunch of nature cards, and you've got a bunch of events, and 4 different kinds. And then the creatures might be things like the Xenophile, who wants things that are not creatures, or the Bezzy Basher, who just bashes all the items, which isn't great, but they do give you 5 points. The band leader is looking for the musical notes, like you might find in Marie Kondo, who's humming a merry little tune. But if you've got Marie Kondo, obviously you can only have one of your items. And then there's Hungry Horace, who just wants cake. And some of the items are just there to supply other things, like the marker pens are just there if you want to collect the items for the collector, or if you want to have art items. And there's trousers, which, yeah, they're good for clothing or good for items, but they're also good if you've got a creature with exactly 2 legs. And it's not the most complex game, but it's a speed game. It's a pure speed game. I would say it takes between 1 and 2 minutes for the actual game. Maybe add on another, if you're playing it for the first time, maybe another couple of minutes for instruction and a minute or two for scoring. It's less than 5 minutes, basically. And you're going to rush through trying to read these things quickly and look for certain icons. For example, you might be searching for the eggs, or if you get the winding river, then you might be searching for the wine glasses. Or if you're the material girl, then you look for more items, things like that. And so I just want to say that I am amazed and why is that in dollars? Yeah, well, oh, it's because I'm not logged in and it doesn't know where I am. But it is 1,329 quid. I mean, I thought that it might, yeah, it just didn't have many followers. It had like 15 followers, and so despite that, I got so many backers. I guess because a lot of people said, yeah, it's cheap, it's worth a punt, and I think lots of people at this point assume that I know what I'm doing with a game design, which is a really privileged situation to be in. So thank you very much, everyone, for checking it out. And I'm looking forward to getting it to you. Just to repeat, Tabletop Scotland, there will be a first edition. I'll probably take some videos of it being played. I'll hold back like 3 copies, one for myself, one for Jane, who is helping me, obviously deserves a copy, and one, I want 2 for myself. I want to keep 2, and then the rest I'll sell. I'll probably do a couple of videos. I'm just excited to try it. But yeah, that is my recent highlights. At this point, do you have any questionably quick questions for me? Questionably quick questions is the next section. It's not interrogation. It's just a questionably quick question section. Questionably quick questions. And whilst you might be thinking about them, I'm going to tell you about Brilliant Thing. Brilliant Thing was a little thing which is brilliant. I like cards. I like cards because of the information you can put on them. I like cards because of the way they feel when I touch them. I like cards because of, the mystery when you turn it over, the revelation, the hidden information. I can see it, but maybe you can't. Or maybe everyone can. Cards can do so much. You can throw them, you can pick them up, you can lay them out like dungeon tiles, you can use them to record stats. Cards are brilliant. And so, yeah, let's hear it for cards. Do you have Dunkaroos in the UK? Is a questionably quick question. I've never heard of Dunkaroos. I'm going to assume not. I mean, is that some sort of restaurant chain? I've never seen it. We do have like Taco Bell. That's probably the most exotic thing. Like that used to never be in the UK, but then in the past like 2 or 3 years it came here. But Dunkaroos are very tasty apparently. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for them, but I'm always looking for new names. So I am a bit of a xenophile. I'm like, something I've never, like, I don't want things to be too strange. I like to have my schedule. I like to know what's going on. I like to be in a safe environment. But if it's like, new food, new item on the supermarket, I'm all about that. I'm all about the weird tastes. Oh, it's cookies with frosting. You dunk the cookies in the frosting. So that's a trademark? Huh. I've never heard of that. I've never seen it. That feels like the kind of thing I would have seen. But yeah, thanks for that question. And I'm going to ask you to bear with me. I do apologize. This is the height of my unprofessionalism. Please bear with me for about 2 minutes whilst I try and get my mobile phone set up as the second camera. We'll see how I get on. I'm putting on an overhead camera, not over my bed, because that would be weird. I don't want to show you my bed. but I want to show you my table so that I am able to show you this game as I play. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to play Coraquest today, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the game today. It's going to be going on today. Yay. Hopefully. Seems to be in now. I am putting on the camera now, and it's going to be muted. And I found, hopefully, that this is. Oh, there, you see my pajama bottoms. Yeah. Whoops, that's not quite the right orientation. There we go. And that seems to be broadly, yep, correct. I'll just yep, get that and move it out, and that seems good. And I need something over here for a little bit of counterweight. I keep forgetting this counterweight thingy. Oh my gosh. Now it's just going down. That's not what I want at all. Tighten up the thing. We need to get it set up. We can do this. Okay. Hopefully without making it fall over. Wow, this is really bloomin' unprofessional of me. But I'm going to grab a bag and put it over the other end of the selfie stick, because that's what we need to stop it toppling over. Just a little bit of weight. Just a little bit. Ooh, ah, just a little bit. Ooh, ah, just a little bit more. Ooh, ah, just a little bit. You know what I'm looking for? Do you know what I'm looking for? I am kind of looking for a bit of stability in my life. I'm looking for a bit of stability in this camera. I'm looking for a bit of, yeah, a little bit of something that can weigh a little bit more than a phone, but not too much more. Maybe if I just totally emptied my pannier, that would be fine. Come on. Bike bag, all this stuff out to go. And that's going to take me some time to pick up later. I do apologise once more for this ridiculous, for all the ridiculousness. We are going to do this. We are going to get on. I am going to play the game after I finish my song. I am improvising only to full time. And hopefully I'm realizing that the camera will be fine. Let's see. Does that work? Yep, I think that camera is showing off things in a suitable manner. There we go. Boom. Yes. That feels good enough. Yay. Boom. I'm excited by that. I mean, if I'd gotten it set up previously, then that would have obviously been a bit more professional, but hey ho. This is the reason why I don't get invited to groups and stuff, I guess. So, Coraquest. Let me talk about Coraquest and as I unwrap the things. I've already opened the box. So what we've got here is we've got the book of quests. This is a whole book of quests, and I had a skim through, but I've not read too much. It feels like this is going to be more enjoyable if you let it be a whole bunch of surprises. There's a bunch of text. There's a bunch of dialogue that takes you on a whole bunch of things. There's this rule book which tells you roughly how to play, and well, I say roughly, it should hopefully tell us exactly how to play. If it doesn't, it would be a bit of a bad rulebook, let's be honest. I was really tired last night, so just opened it after I was falling asleep. But it's got there seems to be heroes do stuff, and then other people do stuff. And if you're playing solo, then you're playing as all 4 characters. So whether it's one of you or 4 of you, you've got to play as all 4 characters. You've got this little thing which is about, hey, here's how to customize, because the whole ethos of this game, Coraquest, is all about empowerment, which is really nice. Speaking of which, I'm going to have a drink. I don't know why I said speaking of which. It's not like having drinks is magically empowering me, but maybe it is. Maybe this is a magical potion. I mean, it's got, you can tell, it's got some ice in it, and then some new water, and in the new water I put a little pill in there, like a dissolving vitamin C pill. The combination of tastes and temperatures. Anyway, so the whole ethos of Coraquest is about empowerment. So like that feels like, if I could give the game, like, what is the theme of this game? Like, I've not played it or anything, but just from being familiar with talking to Dan and Cora and seeing the game from afar, it feels like it's about, hey, here's a small child. Obviously, they knew board games very well, but then they were empowered to make their own game. And then other children were empowered to draw graphics. And all of these graphics are drawn by children, but then colored in by other people, which is a really cool idea. And then here, it's further empowering you, saying, hey, you can customize it, make your own quests, make your own items, make your own heroes. And making your own heroes is a bit more involved. And make your own enemies. And yeah, even within, then, so you've got a ridiculous amount of bags. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure there's a reason for so many bags. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are the bags with a tiny little hole that let the air out. These little things, which are for putting together the dials, these cards, a bunch of cards, I'm not sure what those are. These are a bunch of cards. These look like items. These are a bunch of things for stands. These are a bunch of little plastic bits. Oh, these are a bunch of dice. There's red ones and white ones. I mean, it's not really red, more of a maroon. So, okay, so the red one has 3 stars and 3 blanks, and the white one has 2 stars and 4 blanks. There you go. So, boom, boom. It looks like this is going to be a high variance, high luck game. And then we've got so much cardboard. Ooh. CQ back. CQ front, 1 of 4 boards. Oh, and it tells you what you've got here. So you've got the rat folk, and like, I just love this imagination on these things. I am not too fond of this win token. You've got the, is that a wizard woman? Yeah, maybe that's a wizard woman. That's a robo kettle. That's the crossbow dude, the sword girl, healer cat. Yeah, they've all got names, and it tells you what they are here. The halfling and the spear woman. Here's the spear woman. And a bunch of spiders. This is the back as well. Oh, cool. You can see, yeah, the backs of all the characters. That's except for the rat folk, apparently. But I like that. I like seeing the characters from the backs and the fronts. That's one nice thing. Yeah, I like it when standees are properly double-sided. This kind of looks a bit like a butt. Boss enemy, health tracker. That's the, what's it called? That's a troll, maybe? That's a hedgicorn, so like a hedgehog unicorn. That's a snake. Remy Luna. Thunder McStruffins, a threat token, and a whole bunch of spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're all totally unique, which is quite fun. Just a bunch of different spiders, and one of them has a crown. Presumably that's a king or something. And then what's this? We've got 6 of 12 treasure tokens. So those are the treasure tokens. These are the hero tokens. Health trackers. Okay. And that is... there we go. Orcs, and it's color-coded. Orcs, goblins in red, and gremlins in orange. But what are these? 6 of 12 damage tokens. There we go. Damage tokens, presumably to show that you've damaged enemy characters or something. And here's some more of the hero tokens. So you've got... Robo Kettle is a hero. I definitely want to play as Robo Kettle. Come on. I mean... And the healer cat, definitely. I don't know which other 2 characters I want to play as, so feel free to suggest. More of the orcs, more of these. Yeah, this is a duplicate of this because having multiple die-cut boards when you're manufacturing does make it slightly cheaper if they can be identical. But interestingly, they did prioritize, well, the goblins and the orcs and the gremlins, they are all kind of, these are what they are. But then the spiders, for some reasons, are all unique. And they are cuddly enough that probably my friend who has arachnophobia could probably still play this game. And yeah, I would be interested to check with my friend McCall. It feels like they've really prioritized giving all these things unique shapes, which is nice. Like they haven't totally skimped on just making everything identical and making it cost the least amount possible. Boom. Let's open these cards. Got a little rip tab here. Always like to see that big bold line telling me where to rip. Got a little box to my side. Lucky Feather. Antidote. Sleeping Wizard. Well, these are all numbered. It starts at 46 for some reason. And 45 goes up to 63. Presumably those are all items. And then there's some blank items, presumably so that I can draw extra ones. Great. Love it. And these are equipments. I mean, I guess, let's look at the backs. Yep. These seems to be equipment, and there's some blank ones. Then there's a whole mess of treasure things. Okay, interesting. So these items maybe would have made more sense to put them in the back, but the cards are numbered through all the little cards. So we've got a bunch of equipment, catapult, broadswords, crossbow, different. I guess this is the range, and maybe the number is the, I don't know, damage. How many times you can strike? Oh, bodyguard cat. That's exciting. And it shows what kinds of die you use, although all of them have exactly one die icon. Oh no, wait. That's probably like the starting equipment. And then here, we've got things that have double, so that's like a more high variance thing, so it could go up to 2. But then the longbow is more reliable. Yeah, interesting. And you've got the cutlass and X-ray goggles. Ignore other heroes and enemies when determining line of sight. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of that. Potion of strength, bravery, healing. Oh, there's a lot of healing in here. That makes sense. Oh, traps. So there's going to be a few traps. Oh, and all the traps have unique cards. I like that. Yeah. I'm enjoying the look of these cards. And then you've got these items. Let's open this little thing and see what's going on in here. Yeah, so how is everyone else today? Have you played this game? Have you heard of it before today? Do you have children in your life? Do you feel like you would enjoy a sort of... do you typically play dungeon crawly games? Okay, it looks like we've got 2 sides for each thing. Halfling, choose not to take any damage from an attack. It's got 1 red star plus weapon, 6 health, presumably 5 speed. I like the icons, they're very intuitive. Oh, that's the normal side, and this is the determined side. So they've slightly changed the features, okay? Which characters should I go with? I've got the dwarf. I've got the crossbow dude. Wow, the crossbow dude really doesn't change, just the robo kettle. Oh, I love this, how then the fire starts under its head. Definitely want to play as the robo kettle. If you've got any thoughts on the characters, do let me know. The healer cat just looks so cute. How can I not be the healer cat? I mean, spearwoman. I guess, maybe. Oh, I just know some things have... You and or one other... Oh, cool. That lets you turn one of the dice to results of your choice. That sounds good. You've become determined. After damaging a target, do the same amount of damage to one enemy adjacent to that target. Okay, so it's splash damage. If you don't move, you can take 3 full actions instead of 2. Move and attack for just 1 action. So the dwarf is running around. And the halfling is gets to avoid damage once. Wizard woman sounds good. Then we've got all of these enemies. Got gremlin. Yeah. Goblin. Got the orc. Oh. Treasure critter. Oh, love that. Rat folk. Spiders. Snakes. Troll. Remuluna. Thunder mixed struffins. And the hedgicorn. So those are all the possible enemies that we will fight along our way. We've got this, which I'm not sure what. Still 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure what this is. And okay, there's a whole bunch of... I guess these are the basic things. So these are the dungeon bits. Where are the no, I thought that was a number 8. So I'm sure that these dungeon bits should have letters or numbers on them to let us identify. Oh, here it is in the corner. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and it's really subtle. There in the corner, there's a tiny grey bit. 15, 16, 17. Okay, so the basic ones go up to 17, and then we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. It goes up to R. And we've got 4 little reference things. Double-sided. So remember, on your hero phase, you can do as many free actions as you want, reveal and use, and up to 2 full actions, which involve move, search, swap, revive, or attack. I mean, move and attack are fairly clear. I guess search is through chest, but I will have to read through a lot of this, I'm not going to lie. Let's put these little bits maybe in a wee bag, and I will start assembling these. Let's get out the bits that we need to get out. So we've got hero cards, enemy cards, all the tokens, dungeon cards, and this is called a countdown card. Okay. And so we have we definitely need the 4 hero trackers, 4 health trackers, and 1 potentially for the main enemy. I do like how all the shields at the end are kind of different. So you've got these 4 little shields, and it's like, it doesn't really matter who goes with who. I mean, I guess that would possibly go with a character that's wearing more blue, but you know that it's yours because it's distinguishable. So, I mean, just for clarity, let's put them actually on the table. You can see that these 4 things are distinguishable, but they're not tied to the heroes. And I think it's important that they are distinguishable because from a use case, what if people were sitting next to each other and then you were like, oh, was this mine or was this yours? I can't quite remember. I mean, what then? What then? So presumably I pop it together. One innie and one outie. Oh no, I put it on wrongly. It's to go that way. There. So all the trackers and turn them around, goes up to 12 and down to 0. Boom. I doubt it makes any difference whether the innie is on one side or the other. I mean, they both have to be equally big to let the thing fit through. Or maybe it does. Are these holes different sizes? There. What is your favourite way to record numbers in a game? I do quite like spin dials. They have, especially if they fit nicely in place, there's a pleasing aesthetic quality to them, and they allow you to potentially get a bit more art into the game. I mean, the other options of having a spin down die, yeah, that feels like, I don't know, it feels more liable to be knocked accidentally. So I always feel a bit more tense. If I'm playing something like Magic the Gathering, I don't mind terribly having something where I'm just writing on paper. I mean, I wouldn't appreciate that. It's in a board game. I do want them to, yeah, typically I'd want them to have some way of tracking things in the box. Where's the, I would say, is this it? Wait a minute. Have I got too many innies? Like, these are all the, have I messed up something somewhere? Have I got squidged two outsies together somewhere accidentally? Because I'm left somehow with 4 innies, and so let's try and take this off. Yeah. Stumbling block, coming and messing up the assembly of a game made for kids. I feel quite embarrassed now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's entirely possible that I totally messed this up by not looking hard enough. Oh no, I don't want to. Should I just leave it and... No, this was an innie all along. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Why have I got... Yeah, I mean, like, 2 outsies wouldn't fit together, would they? In which case... Yeah. How have I been left with all these bits that don't go together? That feels annoying. Oh well. Yeah, disappointing. Yeah. I guess I'll put them back there. I mean, it's not as if I bought the game, but I guess for the main monster, I could just put it there and rotate it, and that would be kind of fine. Let me... So anyway, we've done that. For our first adventure, the idea is that here it will tell us what we need. We need the orcs, we need the goblins, the gremlins, the spiders, and the giant snake. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the giant snake is like the big bad thing. That and damage tokens. We've got the cat, lady, and we said we need the orcs, goblins, and gremlins. So the gremlins are the smallest one. The orcs are the purple ones, so they are the ones that look a bit more mean. And then the goblins are the ones that look a bit more angry. Also, they're in a good color. I mean, red. How can you go wrong with that? I am the wizard woman, the healer cat, Robo Kettle, and Spear Woman. Poison or quest tokens. Don't need those yet, I don't think. I think there was one more. Here. Got the characters, we've got the little peeps, we've got the medium peeps, we've got the purple peeps, the orcs. I just noticed that they all have some purple on them. Like the orcs have like these purple kilts, or maybe they're skirts, I don't know. The goblins have these purple like kinds of dungaree dresses, and the gremlins have these purple sorts of trousers. Don't know if you can see it. I'm going to swap the cameras and yeah, check out those purple trousers. Okay. Oh, and I am going to, someone mentioned my banner. Let me at least correct the banner so I don't keep scrolling Cora's name wrongly. I'm so sorry to Cora. If you're ever watching this, Cora, or if you're watching this, Dan, I am sorry for the typo. I do know Cora's, how to spell Cora with an O. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. Let's just kind of, I'll need the dice. Let's squish it together. Okay, the setup. Choose the adventure. We are going to go with the first adventure. This is probably going to be fairly easy. I'm expecting this to be strategically easy in terms of, can I actually win? Can I, I'm expecting it to be not too challenging, but I'm expecting it to be a really nice way to learn the rules of the game. That's what I'm hoping for. The setup guide. Okay, so we take dungeon cards 2 to 13 for the short game. That is what I want. If I've got the option for my first game, I will always go with the short game to start off with. 2 to 13, so that's 12 cards. Where does it say for? Oh, yeah, here. 13. Let's pop that over there. We don't need it anymore. We might need those. Then we are going to use the letter tiles A, B, C, and D from here. A, B, C, and D. Boom. Shuffle these all, and this is how we're making the dungeon. We're going to determine in what order we are facing these these basic tiles. So the basic tiles are going to be completely random, whereas the story tiles will be in a specific order. A, B, C, D. So we've got 3 plus A then 3. So that should be B. That's going to be at the top of the deck. That's going to be at the bottom. D. Okay, so shuffle that. Boom. Shuffle this. Boom. Shuffling again. Whee. Once more. Haha. Okay. And the introduction. Let's read the introduction. In this game, we are going to have, remember, orcs, goblins, gremlins, spiders, and a giant snake. If any of our heroes are defeated, we lose. But if we defeat the giant snake, we win. Wizard Pebbledash calls you over. He looks very worried. My gnome assistants, Kevin and Annabelle, went into Hoodie's dungeon. So this whole campaign... Oh, I need to... Sorry, make sure my laptop is plugged in. And let's get that view. Okay, so the whole game is based in Huddersfield, which is kind of inspired by Huddersfield, where Dan and Cora, I believe, live. So Kevin and Annabelle went into Hoodie's dungeon to look for a new pet, but it's nearly bedtime, and are still not home. They aren't very good assistants, he says, and they never clean my spoon collection properly, but I'm quite fond of them, really, and I'd hate for them to be in any danger. Could you find them for me? You decide that you will help Wizard Pebbledash find Kevin and Annabelle. After all, how much trouble could a couple of gnomes have gotten themselves into? And then the next bit you're only meant to read when you get to A or B or C. Okay, so we need to stop reading at that point and carry on with the setup. Got the explore marker. Okay. Explore marker. I guess it makes threat token. I guess it shows where it's not darker. Exploration marker. Here we go. So, not sure what the purposes of that explore marker is, but I'm just following instructions for now, and we'll see how it gets on. Choose 4 heroes to go on the quest. Yes, we've already decided, and I will set aside the characters that we actually are using. Oh, we've got a tough side and an easy side. Do you think I should go for the tough side or the easy side? Yeah, do you think that I should challenge myself even before we're playing the game? Okay, so I've chosen my 4 characters. Spear Woman, Wizard Woman, Healer Cat, and Robo Kettle. I like how just the word Robo is in a completely different font. Let me pop that to the side. Let's and Spear Woman. I think Spear is saying like, oh, Spear Woman has a bionic arm. Cool. Wait, is that a bionic arm? Or is that a wing? And there's a knife in the back. Cool. Yeah, Spear Woman is ready for action. But Robo Kettle's where it's at. I mean, whether you want a hot cup of tea as a break, or whether you've got some bashing of enemies to do, you want the Robo Kettle on your team. Healer Cat with a little medical bag and, oh my gosh, the best hair. Check how I like that. The perfect. Healer Cat is like one of these like perfectly done up people with immaculate makeup and everything. Then there's Wizard Woman who looks super fierce and is just, we're going to get in here. I reckon Wizard Woman probably has quite buff muscles. Okay, these are my 4 heroes. I'm using all the heroes. I take the standees, hero cards, health dials, countdown tokens. What are the countdown tokens? These are the hero countdown tokens, okay? And okay, let's try and these ones that we're not using, put them back into the box as well. Although that's the top of the box. Yeah, I'm going to regret that. Okay, so we have my 4 characters. Spear Woman, Wizard Woman, Healer Cat, and Robo Kettle. Like, Robo Kettle are clearly the best ones. Oh, this is, I guess, the item that they start with on underneath. And we'll have their little standees. I also love how the art is slightly different. Like, here it's been redrawn, so the hand is like that, and actually it's just for the Spear Woman. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, everything else looks the same, just the Spear Woman. I guess for some reason they didn't like the gung-ho arm in the thing. Oh, and also this arm has been slightly changed. Oh, is that a bionic arm or is it made out of pencils? I like that. Okay. Anyway, starting equipment. Use the dials to match the health. So that's starting on 10. Healer Cat isn't too buff. Is on 8. I mean 6. The Wizard Woman and the Spear Woman are both on 8. So hopefully they will. That feels like a good number. But like the Robo Kettle is just my tank going in and hitting things. So I'm guessing I need to take the starting equipment and wait. The starting equipment. Go. So Spear Woman has a spear. Wizard Woman has a wand. Healer Cat has the Bodyguard Cat, and the Robo Kettle has the Morning Star, as you can see in their art. It all makes sense. Yeah. Gather the enemy cards as listed in the adventure. Place their standees in easy reach. Okay, do I have to put all of these on standees already, or should they just be... Let's just put them in a pile for now. Slightly off to the side. Oops. Still not sure what to do with these little tokens, but I'm sure we'll get there. Oh my gosh, Healer Cats is so cute. I want more anthropomorphized cats in games. I should make more anthropomorphized cats in my games. Why have I not done that? Man, just, yeah. I'm going to be slightly naughty and turn it over like so. Gather the enemy cards. Number 8. Yep, done. Countdown track. The countdown track. This is where that comes in. Countdown. Here we go. Countdown. It should just shows levels 1 and 2. Okay. Unless otherwise stated. Place each hero's countdown token next to it. Okay. And the threat token on level 2. So shuffle the treasure cards. I guess that's all the ones with the same background. So since this is the first time that I've ever played this, and I know that they are kind of stacked, I'm going to do a quick pile shuffle to try and get some sorts of randomness. What I do is I do a pile of some number and then I split the deck. So that way it's kind of random. Yeah, sure. It probably it's less likely than random to get identical things next to each other, so it's not fully random, but it feels like a decent way to distribute the things and get to reasonable approximation and feel. That's how I like to do it. That's the way I like to do it. Okay, treasure cards, special item deck. That's these ones. Okay, these ones go next to each other apparently. You don't shuffle the special item deck. Place the dungeon entrance card, numbered 1, in the middle of the play area. This is my play area, so I think here is roughly the middle. 4 hero standees onto separate empty squares. Okay, let's put them. Oh my gosh, Robo-Quetzal really takes lots of space. Place all the remaining components to the side of the play area. Not everything is needed. Okay, so it's not mentioned the dice yet. Interesting. And I really like this big how to play. It's hero phase, free actions, full actions, enemy phase, move, attack, countdown phase, track threats, ready heroes, and begin anew. Okay, so you do all the heroes, then all the enemies, then you do some kind of upkeep type stuff. Name. Okay. Oh, this is telling me how these are laid out. So this is the name. This is the starting weapon. The weapon from the starting. Yep. Special ability. And placing their countdown token on the countdown track. Okay, so you get to use that presumably every 3 turns. That would make sense. Determined prompt. Reminder to flip the card over to the determined side. Okay. When do you turn it over? And I guess everyone is going to be rolling with 1 red and 1 white. So I'll get a few dice out, and for all I know, Probably not, but for all I know, maybe we'll just go for the dungeon and there won't be any creatures and it will be totally fine to, find a friends. Hello, Xate. Do I mind if Xate shouts out to Kickstarter that everyone should back? Who am I kidding? I'm a mod. I don't have to ask permission. Everyone go here and back this. Oh, thank you very much. I mentioned it earlier today and it is lovely to see how much. Yeah, what? And why is it still in dollars? That's really weird. But yeah, it's lovely to see the uptake by people. I probably should have more closer card art, but no, thank you for that. And I hope that you are generally well. Let me make this thing a little smaller. I'm sorry that the overhead camera is kind of jolty, but hopefully it's still good enough to kind of follow along. And these ones are possibly going to be hard to see. Yeah, they're almost certainly going to be hard to see because they're designed to be from the side, not from an overhead camera. I am wondering if it would make sense for me to actually use, just for this game, because I'm trying to get you to be able to see it, I will lie the little creatures down. Okay. During the hero phase, you activate your heroes. Yep. Each hero takes a complete, and so basically everyone does a turn. You've got the free actions, which is you can reveal dungeon tiles on the side, and they get revealed from over here. But yeah, Xate, how are you doing? I hope you're generally well. And yeah, today I'm just kind of trying to learn this game. And the full actions you get to move, which is like, presumably I move this number of spaces, like 4 moves or 5 or 3. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. The faster movement goes with the slightly weaker body. You can search, swap item, revive, or attack. If you're on the edge, you can choose to reveal. So potentially if I'd started there, like, could I have revealed twice? I guess I could reveal all 3 times anyway, but let's start with, why is this here? Well, let's push these to the side. I don't think I need them. And we remove it and put it in front of us to show that we have done some exploring. I don't know what that's going to mean, but it is the Wizard Woman's turn, and Wizard Woman is checking out what's going on here. You can rotate it as you want and put it anywhere you want. That makes perfect sense. Enemy spawn points. What are the enemy spawn points? I'm assuming that it's these green things, although it would be helpful if there was a little, hey, so what happens here? Well, maybe I should be looking at these cards. So Orc is... okay, so Gremlin, I think that the single... I think the single bone means it's a gremlin. And so these are going to be these little gremlins. Whereas a double bone is a goblin, triple bone is an orc, and then there's a little webby spider icon for spiders. Yep, makes perfect sense. And Snake is obviously a boss monster. Okay. If the dungeon card is one of the letters, then you read that out. Item cards, you can use it as a free action, and you can use them multiple times. The normal actions, okay, so Wizard Woman has already started, and Wizard Woman could do some moving. Wizard Woman could also do some attacking. Those feel like the most useful things. Move a number of squares up to the value of their movements, plus or minus modifiers from spells, abilities, or items. Oh, you can move diagonally. Okay, so I like that. You can pass through heroes. You can't end on heroes. Obviously, you can't pass through walls. Search. If you're next to something with a treasure chest on it. I should be putting treasure chest tokens on them. There we go. This is closed, and when it's used, presumably it opens up. You draw the top card of the treasure chest, and you take it. That's it. If you swap, you may swap with someone who's adjacent to you. And if you're reviving, someone has to be stunned. Special abilities are what it says here. So Healer Cat is reviving people, healing damage. Move up to 2 adjacent enemies next to you, 1 square each. Okay, so Robo-Kettle moves people further away or closer to in range of other people, I guess. Wizard Woman has splash damage. Spear Woman gets to turn something to a result of the choice, helping you actually hit. Special ability. It does not take a full action. Place the hero's countdown token on level 2, and it moves down the countdown track. So they do not take any actions to move. Oh, except for the bodyguard, the healer cat, that is an action for healing. Yep, that makes perfect sense. 8. So how does attack work? Pick a target. So what's my range? You must have clear line of sight. So if you can draw a line from there to any corner of where the people are. So there is line of sight. That's fine. Range. And the range here is 3. So the wand can hit people far away, so great. Maybe the wizard woman should have even been a little bit further away. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2. So you don't count the attacker, but you do count the target. That makes sense. Yep, you can't interrupt each other. You can't do parts of an action and then do parts of an action. It's all fairly intuitive. You do not have to use all your actions. You cannot save actions. Once you've done it, flip the person over. Oh well. It says rotate the card, which is probably a better way to do it anyway. So, boom, like that. Gather and roll the attack dice. Okay, so we've got 1 red, because the wizard woman is just naturally strong, and a wand. Oh, that's terrible. 0 damage. It deals 1 damage for each splat. And gremlins have 1 health. Yep. 1, 2, 3, and spiders have 1, and snake has 14. Wow. Okay, so if you roll no successes, you become determined. Oh, excellent. While you are determined, you roll an extra white die. And then when you roll a success, you go back to the normal side. Okay. Let's attack again. Let's maybe aim for this little creature. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yep, it feels like I want to aim for this creature because this creature is slightly farther away. Yay, I rolled a success, so that gremlin is gone. Phew. And that is the end of the wizard woman actions. Okay, so enemy phase. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's just see how he gets on. The healer cat is going to go... Wait, I think the Robo-Quetzal should first go. And Robo-Quetzal is going to move 1, 2, 3. And Robo-Quetzal can only hit 1 away. So it's just as well that they are able to go... Come on, give me a success. Yes. Boom. They are done. Do I dare venture further into the dungeon? Because here's where I'm assuming that the threat token is to stop me from just stalling and doing one thing at a time. But like the spearwoman has a range of 2, the bodyguard cat has a range of 2. So do I want to go? Yeah, let's explore a new place. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it won't be too dangerous. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this looks really dangerous. I was not expecting that. I genuinely wasn't. I was expecting it to be something on par with that. Oh my gosh, I've got like 3 goblins, not just gremlins, but these are really angry creatures. I feel like the healer cats wants to move back, but they've only got 2 actions. So they are going to attack here and do no damage. Okay, they will attack again with the determined side, and hopefully they will do some damage. Yeah, they did 2 damage, and that's gone. Brilliant. Okay. Now, finally, Spearwoman. Spearwoman has a range of 2. Oh, no. Bodyguard cat should have been attacking that one. I'm going to slightly cheat. Oh. No. I've got to live with my mistakes. That's the only way I'll learn. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, dear. 1, 2. Do I want to move more? I mean, how far can these little creatures move? Well, they can move all the way, so that's pretty powerful. Maybe I stay here because now... No, I move here, so that I am in range of both of them, I guess. Actually, no, I'll move back so that they come a little bit closer to us. 1, 2. And now I will do the whites and red, and I get nothing. Spearwoman ends up being quite determined. No one has been hit, but that's only because the enemies haven't had a chance to do anything yet. Enemy phase. Everyone attacks. Each enemy must attack. They've got 2 actions. Attack and move. If they are in range, they will attack, but it's range 1 and they are not in range. Roll the attack dice. Each success is 1 damage. Makes sense. Yep, it's really intuitive. That's 1 damage. These are going to take a damage. Enemies do not become determined. Okay. Some big boss enemies also. Yep. There is potential for armor. If you go down to 0 health, you immediately lose. And if you can't move, then maybe this one starts by going to, it has to go to the closest one, using the most direct route. So it'll go that way. And so basically both of them are going to move forwards, and this one attacks Spear Woman. Come on, roll low. Spear Woman loses health. And then this one attacks the cat. Yay, the cat doesn't get hurt. Excellent. These are really big, chunky dice, by the way. And so, yeah, making a lot of noise, but it's bits of fun. And then the countdown phase. This is where you do like the upkeep, the cleanup, reset all the hero cards, turn them all upright, just so you're like, okay, now we can all take our turn again. Move all the countdown tokens down 1 level. Oh, I should have done the Spear Woman too. Yeah, I should get my special abilities on the go. I missed a trick, damn. If it comes off the bottom, so basically, do it, then it moves down, then it moves down, then you do it. So you can do it every 3rd turn. Okay. The explore marker, if it's in front of someone, then you put it back on top of the deck. If you don't explore, then the threat goes down 1 space. Okay. So I didn't actually need to explore. I could have just been safe. You only need to explore 1 thing at a time. Okay. If the threat token moves off the bottom, then giant spiders starts coming out, and put a spider token in every dungeon card with a web on it. Okay, so you suddenly get more spiders. And once they're all out, you go back to threat level 2. Okay. And there will be constantly more and more and more spiders coming out every couple of turns when you get to the end of the game. Interesting. So at the end, there's going to be like this 1 big boss that you've got to do, and then a whole bunch of spiders. Interesting. That's, yeah, I can already see that's going to be a really interesting dynamic. Then you restart with the hero phase, and then finish the game, and there's extra FAQs, which I'm not going to bother reading just now. Boom. Okay, this seems super simple, like it kind of should be, let's be honest. Okay, come on. I can do this. Okay, so ideally what I want to do is explore so that we don't get more threat, and yeah, maybe I explore here, or maybe here, or maybe here. I mean, here seems good because it's kind of range of people, but I think that first what we want to do is get the spear woman to start hitting these people a bit more. Yeah, spear woman is just going to keep hitting these people. Spear woman is determined, so we've got the extra die. That is terrible. Let's roll again. And we dealt 2 successes, which means that that is instantly dead, and Spearwoman is no longer determined. Spearwoman's like, yeah, I've done enough. Hey, chill out. We can take this. Healer Cat is going to roll. Come on. That's 1 damage. And to remember the damage, guess we do this. And then second attack. Okay, overkill. Boom, out the game. Now, I think that oh my gosh. Yeah, this is... Do I actually want to just let the threats... I mean, if the threats comes out, like, I could just... I'm just thinking, like, maybe this is gaming it a bit too much, but if this goes down off the bottom, anything with a... So I could just sit here and heal myself. The threat token would come off the board, but it wouldn't actually do anything. Which, again, maybe this is not... But in which case, as Wizard Woman, I would probably just 1, 2. Let's kind of 1, 2, 3. Let's go here. As the Robo Kettle, I'll go here, and you won't do anything else. So end of the turn. Oh wait, before I move the Robo Kettle, let me explore. And that goes away, and I get a pike. Presumably I can only use 1 weapon at once. I'm going to just double check, but it makes sense that you can only use 1 weapon at once. Yeah, I'll read that later, but so I'm equipping that with the Robo Kettle and going that way. And then end of turn, that goes down. Then, and all of these flip around. Next turn, the cat, who would benefit most from a nicer weapon? Wizard Woman already has a nice one. These peeps are not so great. They're fairly equal. Let's go with Spearwoman, because Spearwoman should be fighting more. So let's go 1, 2. Spearwoman's going to go there and take something, and it is, oh, a potion of healing. Okay. Can heal up to 2 damage. That is Spearwoman. Wizard Woman will move to join them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I've decided I'm actually going to go this way, maybe. Healer Cat will heal people. Because, yep, we have cool. So Wizard Woman's back onto 8. Oh no, that was Spearwoman. and then does the other action to one move here, and Robokettle moves there. And then this comes off, and now every dungeon card with a web on it. So this has a web. So we've got a giant spider, and boom, that's fine. And the spiders, how do these spiders work? Let's see. They only have 1 hit point, but they move really fast. If the threat token comes off the bottom of the countdown track, put a spider on the center square of every dungeon card with a web on it. Yep. Oh, and it rolls a red and a white. Oh, that is exciting. Oh, and my robot is reminding me to stretch. Okay. So I want to do some exploring. I also want to beat the spider. Let's Robokettle will explore first. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? This looks very sinister. Oh my gosh, it's a goblin in the middle, but also an orc. They look like they're doing some weird occult magic. I think we can take them out, but we're going to prioritize the spider. I'm going to hit the spider with the Robokettle. Yes, boom, overkill. Knock that spider out of here. You are gone. Boom, away with you. Healer Cat has a range of 2, 1, 2. And so we'll just stay put and roll these 2 dice and try to hit the goblin. Come on. 1 damage. Again, 1 damage. Boom. That's enough to kill a goblin. And now there's the orc. Orc moves free. Whoa, and it rolls 2 really good dice. Okay, so there's the wizard woman. Has a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. The wizard woman could just stay there and hit. Okay, that's what wizard woman is going to do. Come on, let's try and knock out the orc. Oh no! But the wizard woman becomes determined. Says, I can do this. I'm going to take you down, you stinking orc. Rolls 1 success. And the orc only has 1 damage. But wizard woman is no longer determined. Wizard woman thinks they can rest on their laurels. But no, wizard woman, this is not enough. You need to do more. Come on. Now, spear woman has a range of 2. 1, 2. So spear woman has to move first. Okay, spear woman, you know what to do. You're going to move. Maybe spear woman should go 1, 2, just so that afterwards people can follow and we can keep moving maybe in this direction. And spear woman is going to say, come on, you orc, I'm shoving my spear in you. Oh no, I didn't manage it, but now I'm determined to get you even more. Okay, so there's 2 damage on the orc. Pop out another damage token. Okay, orc still lumbering over and has a movement of 3, has 2 actions. Comes over to the spear woman and slashes with that axe. And come on, roll low, roll low. Oh no, spear woman goes down. 2 hit points. Okay, the end of the turn. Healer Cat was here. So firstly, everyone goes up. Refresh all heroes. move the hero countdown tokens, put the explore marker back, or do that so we don't get any more threats. But yeah, we need to try and stop this orc. Okay, next turn. I feel like I want to start off with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Spearwoman. Oh, I should have used Spearwoman to do 1 extra damage. I keep forgetting about these extra abilities. Oh no. No, this is interesting because even though it's aimed at children, like there's enough going on that, yeah, there normally would be 2 or 3 or 4 people, but yeah. I'm going to say that, yeah, they are going to push this way, or maybe this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, moving up seems fine. I'm still annoyed at myself about that. Okay. Spearwoman starts with a swing. No. Wizard Woman starts with a 1, 2, 3. Wizard Woman goes, I'm going to hit you. And hits the orc. The orc is dead. Wizard Woman rejoices and runs up 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And does some exploring. Let's explore. Let's keep the threat token low. Okay, let's move this down. And I guess this must be A, which means that we get to read a bit of the story. Okay, what's happening now? Let's see. You find an abandoned gnome-sized backpack on the floor. You recognize it as belonging to Annabelle. In the backpack are 3 books. A Spotter's Guide to Vipers by Sir Pet. Reptile Keeping for Fun and Profit by William Snakespeare. And Cobra Catching by David Hisselhoff. There is also a bottle of liquid labeled in case of snake bites. Take the antidotes card. I mean, it would be helpful to antidote. Yeah, I would prefer if they just said the number of the card. Yeah, and the text is a little bit hard to read, especially with the poking bits going over the thing. But after taking this potion, you're immune to all poison damage for the rest of the game. Oh, wow. And that's where I need to stop reading. Okay. Back to the game. So we have explored, and there's no enemies here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this is a chance to almost, regroup. So, Robo-Kettle, come on, move up with us. Robo-Kettle is going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's move here. Yeah, and then we can. Oh no, wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go here. Let's start pushing this way. That feels good. Healer Cat will just go around here. And Spearwoman is going to. Actually, Healer Cat should probably go. Yeah. Slightly back. And Spearwoman is going to move here. Okay, we are ready to charge. End of turn, no enemies, do that, and boom, that goes back on top of the deck, and this comes down, and now the cat can do a heal again. And we're going to charge. Let's see what we find. Okay, who should be the one to do the charge? Let's make it the Robo Kettle. Okay, Robo Kettle, I'm excited for you. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, it is a couple of orcs. Luckily, one of the orcs is right beside the Robo Kettle. We could also do it the other way. Because you can choose the orientation. So that was my instinct, but actually that also means that Robo Kettle can do it, and I think that might be the best in terms of, yeah, I think that one's the best. Keep the enemies close to us so that we don't need to move too far forwards. So Robo Kettle will swing and swing. Come on, Robo Kettle. You rolled one. Can you roll another one? Yes. Okay, there are 2 damage tokens. Where's the damage tokens gone? Here. There's 2 damage tokens on that one card. And move 2 adjacent enemies next to you, 1 square each. Nope, that's fine. Let's go with the Wizard Woman. Wizard Woman is going to, I guess that can 1, 2. Wizard Woman should focus here, I think. Come on, Wizard Woman. You can do it. Oh no, maybe you can't. Or maybe you can because you get determined. Okay, Wizard Woman only does 1 damage. That wasn't great. Spear Woman is definitely going to kill something. Because Spear Woman can turn something to an automatic success, which I'm definitely going to remember to use this time. Spear Woman has a range of 2. 1, 2. Since Spear Woman is guaranteed a success, I'm going to start off here and see what happens. There's 2 actions. Okay, and let's leave it so that Spear Woman becomes determined, and let's go here again. I'm hoping that I get at least 1 success. Yes, I do, and I could have turned one of them into another success, but I didn't even need to. So that takes 2 more damage and is dead, dead, dead. Finally, we've got the cat. Can the healer cat deliver the final blow to this orc? Hello, Time Roller. I hope that you're generally well. I am going through this dungeon. 1 damage. Yes, the cat has killed the orc. I mean, it is aimed at children, and just to learn the game, I'm playing it on the first mission, easy setting. I mean, there are options to make it even easier if you want, but there is also options to just flip all of these to the tough side. And yeah, rather than 3, it's got 4. Yeah, so it gives it 1 more damage. That would have actually made quite a bit of difference, giving the goblins 1 more hit point, the gremlins 1 more hit point, the spiders 1 more hit point. It doesn't seem to change anything else, and the snake a couple more hit points. Okay, so basically, yeah, giving everything 1 more hit point would have made a massive difference. Anyway, that was my actions, and Healer Cat with the first swipe just managed to, take out that orc. And what you want to do in this game is keep moving forwards, otherwise the spiders all come out. And so we are going to, I think, Healer Cat could also now roll 2 dice as a healer move. Can healer heal the spear woman? No. That's unlucky. Healer cat does not heal the spear woman, but still has to go there on the countdown. Okay, we are about a quarter through the game, and I hope that you're generally well. Next turn, flip over the things, do that. Oh, this comes down, boom. And yeah, what are we going to do? What you gonna do has come to you. Okay, should we just move forward slowly, or should we just run in? And I think moving forwards slowly feels like, yeah, that's okay. Let's do that. I'm going to get everyone in a good spot to take out this space. Let's with the Robo-Kettle here, maybe. Let's go with the same formation, and Healer Cat is able to move there. Then that was my turn. All of these swing back. That goes down one, and because I didn't explore, and now this comes off. That feels a bit fast. So I can use it every second turn. So I can use abilities every second turn, I guess. Okay, so now straight off the bat, Robo-Kettle, come on, lead the charge again. You can do this, Robo-Kettle. Whoa, it's a corner. And there's a chest. Exciting. There's 2 orcs. I think we can take them out. Okay. Do I want to put it that way? Yes, I think that seems a reasonable way to put it. Okay. Robo-Kettle is going to attack the only one it can with the 2 red dice, which is because it's got the special pike. Come on, Robo-Kettle. Does 1 damage. Swings again. Does another damage. That's 2 damage for the orc. The orc is still living. And Robo-Kettle has done its stuff. Spear woman. Or should healer cats go first? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Healer cats needs to go first to try and hit this one, because that's the only one that healer cats can hit. So healer cats is hopefully going to hit something. Yes. Excellent. Healer cat takes out the orc from behind. The orc lets out a roar. Ah! And the healer cat rejoices and then does its special ability once more. Come on, Spear Woman. Yes. Spear Woman gets 2 points of damage healed. And it's already now. Healer cat is done. Spear Woman is about to take out this orc. Come on. You are no match for me and my spear, says Spear Woman. But clearly the orc is, because it took no damage at all. And Spear Woman with the second action is going to use the special ability to turn one thing into a success, so that the orc takes 2 damage. So come on, Wizard Woman. I believe in you. I believe in you, Wizard Woman. You can take out this orc. Wow. Well, congratulations, Wizard Woman. You did it. And Wizard Woman, someone should go up there and open that chest. Search is a whole move. So, oh my gosh. Are we willing to let people be in different places? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Wizard Woman should probably move up there. But maybe here. And then maybe we kind of move down here to kind of push forwards this way. That's what I'm thinking. So that's the end. We did explore, so threat doesn't get worse. Oh, Healer Cat should have gone there. And Spear Woman was there as well. So these go down 1. And everything goes back to ready side. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how big a difference just having half of it starts off as ice makes. Oh, that's totally soaked. Let me get my other beer mats. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Next turn. I think that we are okay to just push on. Let's keep pushing on. We don't. Wizard woman opens a chest, checks out what's inside. Although wizard woman might then have to swap with someone else, but maybe that's okay. Oh, it's a potion of healing. That feels kind of boring when you've got the. I mean, healer cat's just amazing. That was one action. And as the second action, oh no! I should have revealed that first, and then Wizard Woman could have done search and then attack. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going to do a takesy backsy. I'm going to move my Wizard Woman over here. And now it's time for the Spear Woman. Spear Woman. Oh. There's a key. Interesting. Wait. No, this is number 4. There's nothing special happening here. Okay. Interesting. So there's no enemies. Wow. I was just expecting all of these to have enemies on them. In which case, maybe we'll move down here next turn. So Spearwoman just went there, well, searched as a free action, and now Spearwoman's going to go move down here, I guess, and just stop. And Roboketzel will go down here and just stop, and that will be my turn. And Healer Cats will just stay where they are. These refresh, that goes back on top of that. These go off, and so they can now do their special actions again. Okay, and now we're going to charge in. Come on. Robocat Etzel, lead the charge. Oh my gosh. This is not great. Okay, so this is interesting. Why is there a little scroll? I assume it doesn't mean anything. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to assume that everything is just for flavor, but maybe in a later thing it would mean something. Okay, so the Roboketzel's gone down there and then is now thinking, okay, maybe we want to explore on this side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, I can get there. That seems like a good direction to go. Or maybe even here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go down here. And I'm not sure if that's a floor or not. I'm going to say no. And so everyone else should. That was the first move. Roboketzel. Then the Healer Cat moves 5 and we'll go there. Spearwoman goes there and they go there, let's say. And that's the end of the turn. Oh, Healer Cat. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so now, next turn, we are going to lead the charge. Come on, Roboketzel, lead the charge. Whoa. This is interesting. Slightly underwhelming. Okay, so that does mean that a spider could come from there. I guess Roboketzel would, at this point, go up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to here. And they will definitely go there and there and 1, 2, 3, 4. And is anyone not on full health? Everyone's on full health, so that's the end of the turn again. Put this back on. Okay, let's go. Robo-Kettle, lead the charge. Come on, Robo-Kettle, let's see what happens. 2. Have I missed out? Oh, this was number B. I completely missed out on when I revealed this one. I should have yeah, that was my bad. I should have yes, read out the thing. So what happens for B? Let's go back a tiny bit. Suddenly the floor gives away and the trapdoor opens up under your feet. Beneath you is a deep pit, and its bottom is filled with spikes. As you scramble to stop yourself falling in, you notice that wedged into the hinges of the trapdoor is a little red hat, like the one Kevin often wears. You hope that he's okay. And Robo-Kettle would have had to roll a red die. If it's a success, then you avoid it. If you don't roll a success, you fall in and you take 2 damage before coming out. And so that would have been it. But yeah. So there is going to be something soon. So now I can say legitimately with that for slight redoing, Robo-Kettle, lead the charge! Okay, Robo-Kettle goes in and, oh my gosh, okay, this is looking pretty bad. Let's check the stats of these characters. The Gremlin only rolls 1 red die. The Orcs roll 2 red dice. So clearly I want to take care of the Gremlins first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Can I move it that way? Would that be better? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Either way, Cat isn't able to reach one of the orcs. And yeah, I don't think it makes any difference which way around I put it. So we've got the orc, we've got another orc, and we've got a little gremlin. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's a goblin. This is a gremlin. Clearly. So, Robo-Kettle's led the charge, and Robo-Kettle is going to swing at the creature it can swing at. Okay, it deals 1 damage. And it swings again, hoping to take out the orc. But it doesn't. It does become determined for next turn, however. Come on, I believe in you, Robo-Kettle. You've only dealt 1 damage, but that's okay. Now it's going to be, I guess, 1, 2. Healer Cat is going to go red and white, and come on, deal some damage. 1 damage. Good show. Can you do your second? Can you take out this orc? No, you can't. But it does. But Healer Cat does also become determined. Do we want to finish this orc off? Wizard Woman is looking tasty with the splash damage. This might be the first time that Wizard Woman is able to do the splash damage. Wizard Woman's going to start here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Takes no damage, okay. If it's any amount of damage, I'm going to splash it over. 3 damage, wow. Wizard Woman, you are a star. You just obliterated everything. And boom, Wizard Woman is no longer determined. Wizard Woman is a bit spent, but feeling, wow, amazing stuff. Which means that Spear Woman, 1, 2, could even move slightly forwards. Maybe Spear Woman even goes here just to be within range. Maybe one more. No. Spear Woman stays there. And Spearwoman then rolls to hit this little gremlin and manages to defeat it. Oh my gosh, we are taking these peeps out. Okay, so everyone's refreshed. The fire goes back, so Fret does not become worse. And Wizard's Woman might do splash damage, not this turn, but next turn. Okay, so should Robo Kettle lead another charge? We've only got 2 spiders out. It doesn't feel like that big a threat for the spiders. I almost wonder whether, I'm curious about the extra things, like how spidery the last few things are. It would be interesting to have. I mean, I'm assuming there's 8 spiders across the deck. At least. Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and the whole thing of make it your game. If you want to make spiders, beef them up, you can. Okay. Do we want to do a charge? Do we want to just reset the spiders, let out a couple of spiders? Robo-Kettle could go there. Wizard Woman, if there's something there, we could take it out. I mean, I'm on full health. I might as well go forwards, push forwards. Robo-Kettle moves, and then... No, wait. Maybe Spearwoman should lead the charge. No, I'm going to say Robo-Kettle. Moves there. And... Oh my gosh. It's just a treasure. Wow. Okay. I guess Robo-Kettle will do their other action by just going 1, 2. Because they've already got a pretty good weapon. Healer Cat might need something better. So Healer Cat is going to go 1, 2, and has to stop there in order to pick up something. Oh, they've got a longsword, but that's... Okay, so they can choose to hit with either of these two. And Wizard Woman is going to go here. Okay, so now everyone refreshes. This comes off. Fret doesn't go up. And should we wait for the cat? No, let's go for it. Robo-Kettle, lead the charge. This is C. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what C says. You find Annabelle the gnome sitting on a pile of sacks, looking very sad. Me and Kevin heard about there being a really cool snake in this dungeon, which we could catch and keep as a pet. I was going to call it Slithers McBiscuit and keep it under my bed, she tells you. But when we found it, it was bigger than our dad's car. Annabelle starts to cry. It attacked us, she says. I managed to fight it off, but it captured Kevin and it took him somewhere. I'm really worried it's going to eat him. You reassure Annabelle that you will rescue Kevin before anything bad can happen to him. Then set off to find Slithers McBiscuit, the larger than expected snake. Oh, Annabelle gives you a gift. Take the Lucky Feather card. Lucky Feather. Okay, so that was Robo-Kettle. You may re-roll any of your dice. Okay. So it's a one-time use. That sounds fair. Okay, so Robo-Kettle did that. So let's shimmy these things over slightly. And I'm going to say that Kettle will use its second thing to go here. And then let's do Healer Cat. Healer Cat goes here. Spear Woman can go here, and Wizard Woman can go here, maybe. Okay. And that's the end of the turn. That goes back. Nothing happens there. And okay, so now there's 3 spider webs on the map. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Come on. Robo Kettle. You know what to do. Lead the charge. Okay, so this looks like a dangerous spot. Yeah, it would have been better to run out of stuff at that point. So you've got that and a couple of gremlins. Robo Kettle swings in. Oh my gosh, I never noticed the pipe could be from so far away. I've been... Okay. Oh wait, it's also rolled a white. Yes! 2 damage. Robo Kettle gets a second attack. Robo Kettle is going to keep attacking the orc. And it does do 1 damage. And the orc is no more. Spear Woman. So Spear Woman can access that one, which Cat can't. So 1, 2. So Spear Woman will go for that one. Spear Woman takes the 2 dice. Says, I'm going to get you, and does 1 damage. And as the second action, Spear Woman gets ready to explore 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And Cat will do the damage. Roll for... Oh wait, Cat should have been doing... Wow. Oh my gosh, I never noticed. Healer Cat should have been doing more... Should have been hitting with more all this time. Oh well. Does 1 damage, and that goes away. And now, second action, everyone's on full health. Healer Cat will come here, because Healer Cat does have the longsword, and that's the end of a turn. That goes there, nothing to move. These all refresh. And so, who will lead the charge? That is the question. I'm actually going to say Healer Cat, lead the charge. Okay, Healer Cat, lead the charge, come on. Oh, it's D. Oh my gosh, we're at the end of the game already. D. Okay, what's going to happen here? You see a huge snake coiled up in the center of the room, and 2 gremlin archers slumped against its side. Where's the snake? Fortunately, they are all fast asleep, so they don't see you. Clutched tightly in the center of the snake's coils, you spot Kevin the gnome. He starts frantically waving at you. Hooray! You've come to save me! You try to shush Kevin, but it's too late. The snake and the gremlins spring up, suddenly awake. The snake turns its gigantic head towards you and hisses angrily. It wants to have you for dinner. So you've got 2 gremlins opposite, and you've got the snake there. And hopefully we are going to be able to hit. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this snake. Wow, it does 3 white damage, okay. If the snake does damage to a hero, that hero becomes poisoned. Poisoned heroes take 1 damage at the start of every hero phase. Wow, okay. But someone can potions only be drunk by the person holding them? I assume so. I'm going to assume that. Trade is an action, sadly. Anyway, it's the healer cat's turn. Healer cat is going to swing with a longsword, I guess. Wait. I think healer cat did damage last time. They shouldn't be determined. Oh, that. Wait. That's why it was saying red and a white. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I might have slightly cheated and messed up, but you know, it's a first game. It's a learning game. Okay. Healer cat is going to hit this. It's not going to try to hit. Healer cat is not going to try to hit. Healer cat will hit. Yes. Healer cat takes out the gremlin. Boom. No longer quite so determined, but now, I'm thinking that Wizard Woman needs to step up there and take the antidote. Wizard Woman uses 1 move to go up and drinks the antidote. And Wizard Woman will use the second action to aim at the snake and hopefully even do splash damage. We will see. No splash damage for Wizard Woman. Sad times. That's only got to be used once. Okay. I guess the Robo Kettle is going to come in. Robo Kettle kind of has to move. Although it does, no, it has the pike. Of course it does. Robo Kettle can just stay where it is and hit. 1, 2, boom. So going from 14 to 12. Okay, Robo Kettle's done its stuff. And finally, Spear Woman. Spear Woman is aiming at the snake. Because why move when the little creature is going to come at us? And goes, take this, you big snake. And we'll use its special ability to turn this into a success. So there's 2 more damage. Snake is down to 10. And once more. Okay, Spear Woman is now determined. Okay, so we did do some exploring. So that goes up. That comes here. And, before that, enemies. 1, 2, let's say they go after Robo Kettle, because if things are, that would have been slightly closer, I guess. So it does mean that Wizard Woman is getting attacked with 1 red die, does no damage, and by the snake, that does 3 white dice. Wow, 3 white dice worth of damage. If it does damage, then that person becomes poisoned. Okay, so Wizard Woman does not become poisoned because of the antidote. Yeah, probably should have played on tough mode. I would probably play on tough mode next time. Wizard Woman It will. Everyone flips over. Okay, let's just. Who wants to hit close up? Maybe Healer Cat will start off hitting that gremlin. Boom! Out of here, you gremlin! And now Healer Cat will use the Bodyguard Cat in order to rush the snake. Wow, 2 damage. These are some lucky dice rolls. Healer Cat has gone. Robo Kettle is going to attack and become determined. Robo Kettle will attack again. And I will reroll 1 die and deals 2 damage. It's out the game and it's down to 6. Wizard Woman is going to do 1 damage, becomes less determined, and then does another 2 damage. Wow, 3 damage. That's down to 3. And finally, Spear Woman, who can't do their thing a second time. Well, I just realized I should have tried to do splash damage with Wizard Woman. I didn't think about that. See, that's a nice thing. There's enough that I am missing tricks and noticing, oh, I could have done that. I could have done that. So I'm definitely not playing perfectly. Okay, Wizard Woman does 1 damage, and I am going to turn some. No, I can't, because the ability is already there. And then strikes again. That was 1 damage, 2 damage. And the snake is on 1 health. Oh my gosh. Well, the snake will hit Wizard Woman for 1. And then these come off. And there's a whole bunch of spiders that suddenly emerge because we've not been exploring. Spider. And now, on my turn, I should be able to beat it just by rolling. Yep. That was the Robo Kettle. So I don't need to have beaten all the existing creatures. The snake lets go of Kevin the gnome and slithers off to hide. Annabelle rushes up to Kevin and gives him a big hug. "Thank you for rescuing us," says Annabelle. "We certainly won't be hunting any snakes ever again." "Oh no," agrees Kevin. "That snake would have made a rubbish pet. Anyhow, it's too bitey. Maybe we should get a giant scorpion instead. I think I heard about one living in Hood's forest that we could try to catch. It seems like these foolish gnomes may never learn their lesson, but at least they are safe for now." Well, there you go. That is the game. And if we had lost, then we would have limped out, so it's not like we've died. We just say, we're not good enough, you need to give us something else. And then the next one is about Wizard Pebble Dash and Annabelle again. And there's a whole bunch of stories. And yeah, it's a typical mixture of doing a bit of game and then having a cutscene and then doing a bit of game and then having a cutscene. It feels like it works well. I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking. There's nothing that makes you feel, wow, this is amazing. But like it all just comes together. It's kind of like, I mean, frankly, Cascadia, the Spiel des Jahres winner, it didn't feel like that game was doing anything super exciting or super new. For me, at least, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, like everyone involved made a brilliant game, and it feels like the same. Like where this is about refinement, about using what's already been proven. The spider mechanism is actually really cool. I do like that. That it makes you keep pushing ahead. I, as an adult who wants a little bit more challenge, I might think about, yeah, maybe we could add another spider just at the start. I don't know. Or, yeah, because if it's just one or two spiders, that feels like, okay, we can just wait, explore, and then heal up with the healer cat. The healer cat does feel like maybe they make things easier because then you are motivated to just stay and heal. But even otherwise, you have to find a balance between potentially risking some injuries or potentially risking some injuries when you go forwards. It's how risk averse are you, which is kind of interesting because I'm clearly quite a risk averse person. I want to kind of slow down. I did actually really enjoy it. I enjoyed the simplicity of, okay, you roll these dice and each one of these stars um, is a damage, whether it's a damage for you or it's a damage for them or whether it's a success for you. I do feel like the ABCD cards could have looked a little bit different. I mean, this one looks so different, and then I was like, oh no, it's just a number 3. And the font is a tiny bit hard to read. So I kind of feel like the ABCD, if they were in, I don't know, white rather than the grey, that, or slightly bluish rather than grey, I don't know, it's just those letters, something to set them apart. Because I didn't think until afterwards that this actually had some particular, yeah, meaning. Um, yeah, there's a lot of cool graphics, like these little characters, and okay, so there was another spider web, another thing with, oh, that's the one with the goblin, which I don't think I ever got to goblin. I only got the gremlins and the orcs, which, okay, I can dig it. Um, things like this was like, oh, it's just that. Oh, cool, we get to do that. I did like the treasure chest system. Some of the rooms, like this one and that one, it felt like, well, you're going to go around another way if you can, surely. But if you actually go through there and make the dungeon into like one long thing, then I could imagine that being a bit more challenging for you because then potentially people aren't all able to hit when you're ready. Yeah, I think that I would have been massively astonished if I hadn't won. I think that the difficulty feels about right. I felt like I had to think. I felt like I had to make decisions, and I wasn't able to always necessarily. Um, yeah, there were times when I made a decision and just, oh, I could have done the other thing, and that would have been better. Hello, Yoda. I hope that you're generally well. Just finishing up on, yeah, Coraquest. I just managed to beat the first mission, and yeah, I'm going to. Honestly, this feels like, yeah, a gentle game. I don't need it to be super hard. If I wanted it to be super hard, having every creature have one extra hit point would have made a massive difference. The previous dungeon crawl games that I've played have been Super Fantasy Brawl, which is nice. I'm trying to remember what other games do to make sure that you go through the end. I do wonder if, yeah, if I were to make an adventure, I think I would have a bigger. How does it go? And 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd probably have something like that, and then if it gets to the bottom, then something amazingly bad happens. Although I only triggered the spiders like 2 times, so yeah. I don't know. I do really like this mechanism. I mean, again, it's like I like that. I like the spiders. I like the fact that spiders are only for this one thing, and they do look actually really creepy, but also super cute and not like spiders at all. Um, I like the simple exploration. I like the fact that one bone is level 1, level 2, level 3. I like the fact that you've got this massive pool of what could be in the treasure chest. And so if I just don't look at them, then it's kind of exciting because it's like, hey, what will we see next time? I don't know. I mean, I had a quick flick through, but yeah, I feel like I want to keep little bits of that mystery alive. Yeah, I feel like for these ones, for the special items, I would want to hear just a number so I could look at everything else. And if it said a number rather than um, yeah, if it had a number rather than the words, then you wouldn't have to look through all the words. So you might be less likely to see what's coming up. Yeah, it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I think that what's the minimum age I would play this with? I'm trying to think about Beth. Um, I'm trying to think about children that I know. I would think, yeah, it. Oh my gosh, at that age, it depends so much. If you're the child of a designer, then you're more likely to play games. If you're the child of a um, person who never plays games, then this is possibly going to be too complicated, even if you're 10 years old. I would imagine that if it were my nieces, then I would probably, yeah, 7. I'd be like, yeah, I wonder what it says on the box. It says 6 plus. Yeah, I could imagine that. I'm not a child expert by any means. Notice, did you beat the game? I lost my first. Really? You lost your first? Did you have like really, really bad rolls? Because I mean, or playing with the healer cat did definitely lessen the threat. I'm actually curious about the other special abilities now. Halfling, choose not to take any damage from an attack. Yeah, that's all right. Move an attack for just one full action. Okay, that allows you to keep storming ahead. Crossbow dude, if you don't move on your turn, you can take 3 actions. So essentially, you could do 3 attacks. That's pretty good. Sword girl, you or one other adjacent hero become determined. Ah, nice. Nice. Yeah. I think that sword girl I would have definitely used more than the Robo Kettles thing. Yeah, I would be interested in trying them and trying to play with those 4 characters. And I am having people over. We were going to play Dice Theme Park, but I might suggest this instead because it feels like the kind of game where when you're not wanting something super challenging, and I'm actually going to have a quick cheeky look at the broadsword, crossbow, axe, and catapult. Broadsword, crossbow, axe. Okay, and there's 3 more things that. Oh wow, the bow is was up to 6 spaces. That's amazing. I mean, I assume that these 4 extra items are just for making your own characters potentially. I assume that's what that's for. But that is, although no, this goes up to 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's kind of weird. Some are just so strictly better than others, but I guess it's balanced by the item. No, crossbow dude seems really, really good. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I really like crossbow dude. And broadsword. Okay, so this is. Oh, there's a couple here that have limited range, but sword girl does make people determined. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. And dwarf can move and do some and attack for one action. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That means that they've essentially got more range. Halfling has a decent item for a range of 4. All of these ranges are a lot more than what I was playing with. Range 1, 2, 3, 2. And then here you've got range of 4 and range of 7. That's really interesting how they've just kind of graphically they've put different things at slightly jaunty angles. I really like that. Yeah, I'm excited by the characters. I'm interested to see what other things come out. And yeah, this is a game I would like to share with other people. This is a game I would like to play more. And I think for sure, I don't know who gave this to me at Airecon. Like for some reason, like the story behind this game, by the way, it just appeared on one of the chairs or something. Like it was, and then someone slipped it in somehow without me noticing. I might have been away at the time. I don't fully remember the details, but it was there. And I want to know what's happening at my stand. Why is this game here? Well, I assumed that it might have been placed on a table or on a chair, and I assumed that it was put in a way that I assume one of my helpers put it there. And I'm telling this story. Like, did someone just accidentally put it there? Was it not meant for me at all? But the game was there. And I was like, okay, one of my helpers has bought this. They've put it slightly out to the side. I'm going to put it in a special thing behind the table. So it's not just on the chair out of the way, but like properly out of the way. I think I remember doing that. It's been a while. It's been like since March. And then it's like, okay, end of Sunday. Whose game is this? And no, I didn't buy it. Oh, no one. This doesn't belong to everyone? Well, I'll walk across and Bright Side Games is over there. Dan, did you give me this game? Was it a gift? Dan's, no, I didn't. And I'm assuming that Dan's telling the truth. I mean, I never asked Mark. Maybe Mark gave it as a gift. I don't know. Maybe someone else did, but it's just really weird. But yeah, so this game came along as a mystery gift at Airecon, and I assumed like after volunteers didn't claim it that someone really wanted me to play it, but I never opened it until last night. I'm really glad I did. It's actually a lot more joyful, and yeah, even though I don't normally like dungeon crawlers, and there's nothing here that makes me feel like, wow, I'm super excited to play it again, or this is a really cerebral challenge. Like, there's little things to think about, and it's all very cozy. It all feels nice. It all feels very streamlined. Yeah, they did a good job. Well done, Dan and Cora. And I'm sorry that I got your name wrong in my Facebook, Twitter post, but well done. And yeah, I'll play a few more games of this. Bye for now. And that brings me to the wrap up. So, question of the day. Here's a little question before we go on our way. So my question to everyone watching, and whether you're watching this during the show or after the fact, my question to you is, when was the last time you played a dungeon crawling game? Have you played Coraquest? When was the last dungeon crawl game you played? Obviously for me it was this one, which I just played a couple of minutes ago, maybe like 5 minutes ago. But for before this, I think I've played hardly any dungeon crawls in my time. I mean, yeah, I've not played Gloomhaven. I think I've played a couple of prototype dungeon crawls, which I've kind of enjoyed. I've played Dungeons and Dragons, but that's, not in terms of a dungeon crawly board game. The only one I've played is that I can think of right now is Super Adventure Fantasy Dungeon Quest. It's got a long name. I mean, not as long as some of my game names, but I can't quite remember it. Super Fantasy Dungeon Brawl. I mean, it's like all very silly and it's really nice. I really enjoyed that game. But yeah, I like the simplicity of this. I like how streamlined it is. Because I don't like a gritty dungeon crawl, and this is just cute. And you've got a healer cat. How can you not want to play as a healer cat or a robo kettle? So yeah, I mean, I would far rather, for my money, I'm a lot more excited by this and the simplicity and the knowledge that, yeah, there are a bunch of quests, but there's, there's 22 pages of content, and I've gone through 2 of them. So I've gone through about 10% of the game, and after another, few sittings, like, that will be it. But, there's an expansion, and frankly, the fact that Gloomhaven can have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, I don't find that, I don't need that in my life. I don't need something to occupy me for hundreds and hundreds of hours. I want something that's a bit shorter, that's a bit more curated. And yeah, I guess that's because right now in these days, yeah, anyway, over to you. What are you up to? You can share button if you want to. What are you up to today? Let me know. I am personally going to pack this somewhat away. I'm going to message my friends, ask them if they want to play this. I'm going to get some food ready, have a quick bathe, have a quick clear up so that the place is relatively presentable. I'm going to enjoy some lovely time with my friends. And this evening they're going to musical in the park. I was thinking about going to that, but I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I should treat myself. But yeah, today's going to be largely a day off for me. And recap and wrap up before we finish up. To recap and wrap up, I enjoyed this game. I learnt it. The manual seems nicely laid out. A little bit of the text kind of irritated me, honestly. Some of the typography choices made it a little bit harder to read for me. And some of the icons here I wish had been a bit more like this key. I saw this key and I was like, surely that does something. That looks like it should be something, but it doesn't. And that felt a bit sad. And then, yeah, when it came to B, like the card B, like it wasn't clear that that was a card B. And so you really have to check every single card. And it wasn't until it was 2 turns later that I was, oh, I should have maybe taken some damage. It's a really nice game, though. I like the simplicity of that. I like the excitement of exploring. I actually far prefer the short game. I think that with the long game, then I would know exactly what was coming up at the end. I can imagine myself getting to know the cards by the third game, having a sense of, oh yeah, there's a little corner, we've not seen that one yet, or oh, because these cards are memorable, and I'm going to remember that there's a corridor with a spider thing on it, and there's a 3-3-1, there's a 3-1-1, and there's like that. It's generally all, yeah. It's like I'm going to remember. I will remember the T junction and the corner and the straight and this. I'm like, I don't want to go through the game and be like, yes, these last few things, I know exactly what's coming up. But at the same time, I can see like, okay, yeah, lengthening it does make it marginally harder. I think I would be inclined to next time flip everything over to the tough side. So yeah, I would say if you're happy to play through and just learn the game and you need to play through and learn the game, then go for the basics, do whatever you want. I like playing the first level on easy just to learn my way around, and then I'm going to ramp it up to tough and do what you feel is right. Do what you feel. And for now, if you want to check me out, I'm Stuff by Bez in all of the places. Got a Kickstarter running, search for selecting 7 cards, speedily searching for synergies. Stuffbybez.com/streams. Tomorrow I am chatting to Farnak, who's a teacher based in Bangkok. Share, spread the word. Thank you very much, everyone. And for now, the last thing I always say is bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Oh, don't fall over. Bye-bye. And bye-bye, Exit. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.